What is up there, everybody, and welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video, guys, we're going to be installing a hybrid racing clutch master cylinder on my 06 Acura RSX Type S. Now recently, guys, my clutch master cylinder went out. It feels very soft. There's no release back or anything. There's no pressure at all. So I decided to upgrade it to hybrid racing clutch master cylinder. But today's video, guys, I'm going to be showing guys step by step how to replace a clutch master cylinder on the RSX. And the reason why I went with the hybrid racing, guys, is that, you know, if you are subscribed to my channel long enough, I start to do more track days with my RSX, so that's the reason why I went with hybrid racing. So yeah, but yeah, it should be a pretty easy, simple replacement. So, but the first thing I'm gonna do is take out the battery and take out the intake because it's in the way with the lines and everything. So the hybrid racing clutch master cylinders kit, the whole kit, I got the whole kit, by the way, I forgot to mention you guys that. So yeah, it goes down here, and then all the wiring and stuff, it's gonna be a different wiring and stuff too. So yeah, enough of me talking, let's start removing my batteries and then intake. But anyways, guys, here is the brand new clutch master cylinder kit. So it comes with the hardware line and the clutch master slave cylinder and all that goodies. So yeah, I got the full kit for it. So, and they're not that bad a price either. I think I got it for 240 bucks on Black Friday sales. So yeah. But anyways, guys, enough of me talking. Let's start removing the battery first, and then I'm gonna remove the intake for more room. So let's do that. Alright, guys, so if you guys have a stock airbox, remove that. I have an aftermarket, you know, ram air intake, so I'm gonna just remove that. Alright, next up, guys, I have a pump at home, so I'm gonna pump out the fluid out with my pumper so it doesn't make a mess when I take out the clutch master cylinder. Alright, I don't know if you guys can really see it, but next step, I'm gonna just disconnect kind of all the lines, loosen up the lines, not disconnecting them, but I'm just gonna loosen up. So there's two clips right here, or you could just, you know, loosen up with a 10mm bolt right here. So either way works. So I'm gonna loosen this one up. And guys, a 10mm bolt is out. I know it's a little bit hard for me to film because there's not enough good angle because it's kind of like downward. So but I'll try my best to film it. So here's a setup I got for the wrench setup for the right side of the line. I'm just trying to take out the bolt. So I got the short extension and a 10mm socket on here, shadow socket, and then the wrench. And I'm gonna try to get this off. That boy with it. Really tight space. Carefully. Oop, I didn't lose it. Nice. So that 10mm bolt is out. Alright, guys, so these two bolts are loose. So this wire is pretty loose. And pop this bad boy out too, right here. Easy. So this whole line is pretty much loose now. So pretty much the next step, oh, I could take this out too. Oh, this is a little bit tight. Take this out too, out of the way. Alright, so pretty much everything is loose. So next step, I'm gonna go underneath of the car. Well, more like inside of the car, but we're gonna go underneath here. Alright, this is probably one of the most hardest angle to film. But I'm gonna take this panel out right here. Let's see, let's just go this way, and I think it's connected to somehow. I think we can pull it out. There you go. Just like that, the panel's out. I don't really need that, honestly. But yeah, so you're gonna take out the pins that are right here for the clutch. So yeah, let's do that. It's gonna be really hard for me to film, but I'll try my best. All right, guys, so it's really hard for me to film. Let me take my hat off so I can get in easily. Oh my god. Holy crap, there's like no room. So we gotta take the cotter pin out. Oh man, I can't see shit. Alright, so I got this pin out. The trick to this, how I did it, was it was sitting like this way, forward, and then I moved it over towards myself, and then I grabbed it up here and then released the pressure, and then I pulled it down. So that's probably one of the easiest way to do. It's really pain in the ass because you're really gonna have to crawl underneath here. See, it's really hard for me to film too. So, but I'm trying my best. I'm really sorry guys if I'm really not filming in a great angle, but after that the pin should be able to come out, so you could just probably push it out. Oh, there's probably another one. Oh, there's another pin right here. That's weird. Okay, I gotta get that out too. All right, I took the second pin out. I don't know why there's two pins. I thought there was always one pin, but I'm gonna keep both of them. And next step, I should be free. I could take this little thing out. Yep. So yeah, this little thingy, I don't even know what it's called. Probably a pin pin or whatever to hold it in place for the clutch master. So yeah. Alright guys, so next step, there's two 12mm bolts, one on this side right there, and then the other one is, god damn, I can't really even film it. Let me bring the light. You could probably see it, it's back there. It is like right there. I don't know if you guys can see it, right back there. That's another 12mm bolt, so it's angled like that, two of them. So we're gonna take those out. Should come out. Oh, there you go. There's the second one. Nice, cool. And I should be able to push it out now. All right, moment of the truth. It should come out. Honestly, it's really hard. Oh my goodness, such a tight angle. Oh my goodness. Wow. How the old clutch master should come out. Loop it around this way. Under. And out. Just like that. And then I'm gonna loosen up the two bolts that's down here for the slave cylinder, so let's do that. Alright guys, so next step we're gonna remove the slave cylinder. The slave cylinder is located in front of the engine, right there. Literally right between the engine and the clutch to operate the clutch. So let's remove that. There's two bolts, two 12mm bolts. One right there, as you guys can see. Another one is kind of hiding, and it's on this side. Right there. I don't know if you guys can really see it, but yeah, those two right there. Just like that. Can't lose that one either. There you go. Second one's up. And pretty much now, I can take this whole thing out. Just like that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that. Just like that. The whole thing's out. Alright guys, now I got the old one out. So there's two parts that I'm going to reuse on this from the old ones, which is, the first one is going to be the reservoir tank. I'm going to remove it from right here. I'm going to reuse this, and then I'm going to reuse this gasket as well. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to transfer it to the new Hybrid Racing clutch master cylinder. Yuck, some of the fluid came out. That's probably the reason why it stopped working. It's really dirty, and it shouldn't look like that. Alright, and then take this gasket out. Be gentle with it. Alright guys, so when I tried to reuse the old hose clamp it's not tight enough. So I went to go pick up the little plumbing clump for it. So I'm gonna use that. So I'm gonna put it in here and I'm gonna tighten it down with it. And I'm gonna install the new one just like that. So new one goes in like that. And then the new line's gonna go right here. So it's the opposite way from the old one. So as you guys can see, the old one here, the old one will be in front of it, and then the lines is in the back. So it's the opposite way. But if you guys are installing, and here's another thing, if you guys are installing a same OEM one, then you're gonna have to remove this clip to loosen this hose down. So you're gonna have to remove this clip right here if you're gonna reuse the same thing. But for me, I'm gonna be using the Hybrid Racing Clutch Master cylinder, so I'm gonna be doing a little bit slightly differently. So yeah. But yeah, just like that, guys, I used the plumbing clamp to clamp it down, and it looks pretty good. So yeah. Alright guys, so I'm just putting everything together up right now. With the clutch master right here, I clamped it down with a plumbing hose like I said earlier, and then right now I have the line, the fluid line connected, and you're gonna want to torque this down to 8 to 10 foot-pounds. So I'm gonna torque it down to 10 foot-pounds to make sure. Alright, that's good. Perfect. Alright guys, now it's time to install the new clutch master cylinder. Make sure you guys put the right way, this facing up obviously, so and the gasket, everything is lined up. Make sure all that is lined up. Perfect. Alright, got my two 12mm bolts on both sides, so just need to tighten it down. I'm not really sure what's the torque spec on those, but I mean, if it's tight, it's tight. It's good enough.
A few inches later.
Alright guys, while I'm installing the new one, I've been struggling a lot. And there's like no play. I even adjusted the clutch, and there's still not enough play. So I'm like, what the hell? So I pulled it out, and this is the Hybrid Racing one. This is the OEM one. Can you guys see the huge difference on sizing? Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that, but the Hybrid Racing one is longer, so that's why I have a short throw, really short throw, not enough. Even though if I adjusted the the clutch bolt, this bolt right here and everything, for the length and everything for adjustment, for the throw, not enough. So I'm gonna throw the OEM one on the hybrid one and see how that goes. Alright, I got the master cylinder in. Alright, they're both tight. Nice. And also guys, I did took out the clutch adjustment thing, and it's right here, and I'm gonna readjust it and do everything. So yeah, it's really simple. You use a 14mm wrench and to loosen this right here, and then you could go out or in for more play or less play. Alright guys, I have put everything back in, the pins and everything. It was a little bit tricky, but I did reuse the OEM little bracket thing, this guy right here, for the clutch master. So don't use the hybrid one because this is way too long. So yeah, always make a comparison side by side, which is longer, which is shorter, all that. Do that before you install it. Alright guys, now you guys are probably wondering why I pulled this one out. Super high temp area grease. Now I use this for my clutch, but then since the clutch master slave cylinder, this guy right here, at the end, this is going to be touching against the fourth, and it's going to be going back and forth. So there's going to be a lot of what do you call, I guess, friction. So I want to put some lubrication on that. So I did that before one of my video, on my clutch replacement video. I did put it on here and on the fork as well. So you don't have to do it, but I'm being anal. I want to do it, so I'm just gonna do it. It looks like green. I'm just gonna take a little bit like that, and then put it on the fork to lubricate. It's pretty much just like a lubrication for it. And I'm gonna put some on the fork as well, down there. new grease on there as well. Alright. Should be Gucci. Before you install it, connect the line. This part doesn't matter if it has to be apple down or not. Just put it in. Install it. It should lines it up by itself. After you tighten it, you gotta torque it down to 8 to 10 foot-pounds. So I have to hold this bottom one with the wrench. The other one did it by itself. That's kind of weird. Almost. There you go. 10 pounds. Perfect. Nicely done. That's that. And then just pretty much install it. And don't forget the 2 bolts. Alright, now install it after you torque them down. 12mm socket to tighten it down. Alright, this one. Need the second one. So, such a cramped space. Tight. Nice. Both tight. And next tip, flush the brake fluid. Clutch fluid. And I'm going to be using a .4 brake fluid with that. Alright guys, so here's the setup right now. I put brake fluid inside the clutch master cylinder. I mean clutch master reservoir, I should say. And then I have this hose connected to my pump right here. Sorry about the mess, but this hose is connected to the nipple down there, to the clutch master reservoir. Cylinder, slave cylinder. My bad. Down there, and then I opened the nipple already, so it is ready to pump. And if you don't have a fancy pump like this, have an extra person hop in a car. It's pretty much like the same process as doing a brake fluid flush. You know, you go down there and then open the nipple, and then they're gonna press the clutch fluid and you close it, and pretty much do repeat the process and all that. You guys know if you have done brake fluid flush before, so it's similar to that, but with the clutch. So yeah, let's see if this works or not. Oh yes sir, it is going down little by little. So the fluid is traveling right now with the pump. And guys, if the fluid is getting lower, don't forget to add fluid as well. Clutch feels great. Kickbacks is really nice. It feels really nice. But yeah, anyways guys, that'll pretty much wrap up for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, or this video was helpful to you guys. Ooh, focus. God, this lens is like probably by far the worst lens that I have ever had. I need to upgrade it. But other than that, guys, I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to be doing a lot of track content this coming up summer. So stay tuned on that, and then there's definitely going to be more mods coming for the RSX. I know I haven't really been posting content up and stuff because I've been busy with a lot of other stuff, which I can't really tell you guys because it's related to my channel. So stay tuned on that. Merch might be coming, I don't know, soon, very soon, I don't know, like I have promised you guys last year, and I never could have dropped it because there's so much things going on. I'm sorry guys, but if it did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, hit that subscribe button. Other than that, guys, peace out and stay thirsty, my friends.